Hey, Aubrey, what's shaking today?
Hey, not too much. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well. What are we getting
Nice.
into today?
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Um, we've been talking about phrasal verbs a little bit lately. We're
Yeah.
not teaching any phrasal verbs today, but we had a question about the verb get, which we use to replace so many other verbs. And when I started looking into this, I realized that get has a ton of phrasal verbs. I was
Okay.
shocked. Lindsay, how many
Okay.
would you guess
A
phrasal verbs
ton.
for the verb get?
Okay. In my mind, a ton would be somewhere around 20 or 25, probably.
Yeah,
Feels like
that's
that's
what I
about
would
right.
guess. That's what I
Yeah.
would think.
Yeah.
177.
No way,
I know,
Aubrey.
it's
No
crazy.
way. That is
And
so
it's so many of them, like, it's 177 uses, so some of them, like you guys have known, will teach, like, check out, and there are 6 uses for just that one, right? But
Oh my gosh.
total, 177. No
That's
wonder phrasal verbs are so
insane.
confusing.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. We're gonna have to do a whole ebook on that just for our
That'd
listeners
be
on the
awesome.
177 uses of
The
get as a
177 ways to
phrasal verb.
use the verb get.
But today it sounds like we're lucky. We're letting our listeners off the hook that we're not even talking about those today. Is that right?
Exactly. We got this really good question from Alessio Zungri. I'll go
Okay.
ahead and read it. It's about the
Yeah.
verb get. It says,
Okay.
"Hello, I follow you from Turin, Italy. I always have some trouble to understand and use the verb to get. Too many applications. Could you
Yes.
help me with some recommendations? I'd really appreciate it."
Oh my gosh. Wow. So 177 applications exactly
I know, right?
to be
177
exact.
phrasal verbs. And beyond that, what Alessio is talking about is we use to get to replace so many other
Yes.
verbs. And it was so much more native and natural for us to say get instead of these sort of more formal verbs, right?
Yeah, but there is a time and place to be precise,
Yes,
right?
for sure. Yeah.
And
In
that's
fact,
kind of
we
what we're
recently talked about this on the IELTS Energy podcast, just
Mhm.
episode 1328 a couple of weeks ago. It was called Don't Use Get on IELTS
Oh, I saw
because,
that. Yeah.
yeah, often on the IELTS exam, you shouldn't say get, especially if you're repeating it over and over. You should use these higher level, less common verbs instead to boost your vocab score.
Yeah, and for our listeners here, maybe you guys are working in English. It would make sense to be precise, precision. Yes, on the
Yes.
street, every day at parties, we use a lot of get around the house. But when you enter an office presentation, you're probably going to up your game and say something like receive, for example, instead of get. So we're going to get into that today. Right, Aubrey?
Exactly. But first, we want to give a shout out to our reviewers. Thank you so much,
Yes.
everyone who has reviewed the podcast. We read these, we love them.
Yeah, and we are right dead smack between Christmas and New Year's, and we love gifts. So we consider seeing your reviews a little gift, right? Every time we get a review, we read them, we enjoy them, we share them among our team. So, guys, go review us. I do want to shout out to some students who have reviewed us because you do get your name read out loud when you write a review. An honest review, of course, but let us know. So, Alpha Ken 99999 from Singapore. Shamsadine from Taiwan, Sheila Ahmadian from the US. These are our listeners, Aubrey, who reviewed us and gave us some amazing reviews. So,
Yes.
Aubrey, what should our listeners do? What should
Yes,
they do
guys,
right now?
leave a review. I love that idea of having that be your holiday
Gift to
gift to
us.
us, right? If you would like to get us a present, leave us a review. We
Yes,
love to read these. They are, yeah, it's such a like a warm hug for me
it's
anytime
a warm hug.
someone leaves us a review.
Yeah, it's better than like a cup of hot chocolate even. When it
Yes,
comes to
right?
warm hugs, like the best warm hug is a review. Be honest in your review, but let us know what you think. And you can even write your question for 2024 in that review. So, what is your question that you want answered on this show in 2024? Because we read them all, so we'll see it, guys. Good stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, let's dive in here. We do use the verb get to replace so many verbs. So today we're going to focus on the four most common and
Okay.
share some synonyms because, like you said, Lindsay, you may want to use these alternatives to sound a little more professional, a little more polished. And you might just want to, like our listener wrote in, be a little more clear on when someone says get, what exactly do they mean? There's lots of
Yeah, for sure.
options.
Yeah, precision shows professionalism and formality and respect. So let's get into it. So the first one, receive, right? So where do we go here, Aubrey?
Yeah. So, wrapped up with this sort of meaning of receiving, there are these other verbs accept, earn. So, let's give an example
Mm,
for each one using get and the verb
oh
that's
my
being
gosh.
replaced.
All right, here we go. So when it comes to earn, if we're using receive to mean earn, we can say he's getting an award. right?
Yeah, right? So he is getting an award. That means he's earning an award, but we
Mhm.
often instead will use get.
Yeah, I love that. What else? For
And
accept.
so for accept or accepted, I got approval for a new project, right? So
Yeah.
that means you accepted this approval, but we often will say get, or in the past tense, got. I got
Mhm.
approval.
Oh, so there's get everywhere, getting got everywhere.
Yeah,
Um,
everywhere.
and then another one for receive, did you get a receipt? Meaning after you bought something, did you either print out a receipt or have it sent to your email or a text message, right?
Exactly. And just normal day-to-day conversation, you rarely will hear someone say like, "Did you receive a receipt?" No.
No way. I
It's
would
so
not say
quick
that.
and easy. We use get all the time constantly.
Yeah, yeah, especially that one would feel very
Right.
strange.
Yes,
You've just
exactly.
gone to, like last week, I went to Lowe's, like, 12 times, because I was doing some housing projects, and, I had to get a receipt, and if someone had been there with me and said, "Did you receive a receipt when you bought that table?" It'd be
It
ridiculous.
would be so
It's
strange.
just
Yes. But it is so confusing because there, just with the sort of the meaning of to receive something, 3 different verbs you're replacing. So, let's go to the next
Wow.
one here. The second meaning is buy, and
Yeah.
then sort of wrapped up in this same sort of meaning, we also have purchase or hire.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. So, first one, I'm gonna get groceries later. Yeah, using get to mean go and buy, pick up something, anything at the store, or go and get new clothing even. You could use that for maybe shopping,
Exactly,
that kind of
right?
shopping.
And
Mhm.
there are other verbs here like acquire, right? It would be like a band 9 verb for IELTS or something that would be
Ooh.
very impressive at work. But
Mhm.
in just day-to-day conversation, we're gonna say get. I'm gonna go get my groceries. I gotta go get my prescription. We say
Yeah.
get over and over.
On this show, All Ears English, we're bringing it down to the human level, the connection level,
Yeah.
and I bet if we were to just tape record our daily conversations and then transcribe them,
Count the gets.
we would see get 177 times in a
So
day.
many times. Yeah. So here's another one for hire. Might say, "Did you get a new babysitter?" And really
Yeah.
what you're asking is, "Did you hire a new babysitter?" But I would for sure say get instead.
Oh my gosh, interesting. Okay, good stuff. All right, there is a third category here under the bucket of take, like retrieve or steal or nab. Nab, that's a bonus word for today,
I
Aubrey.
love this verb
That's a
nab,
good
right?
one.
Oh, I'm gonna go with this
Tell us
example
about that.
first. I said this just the other day. I got some candy from my daughter's Halloween bag, and I would totally say nab. I nabbed some candy. Like, it means
Now,
steal, but it's a very informal way to say you stole something. I nabbed it.
yeah, I could also add to that if we're gonna create verbs like this, like steal, nab, grab, something. We could
Yeah.
do another episode on steal, nab, grab, like, grabbed candy in a sneakily way, right? And
Mhm.
that is
Nabbed
what you have
it.
to do as a parent, I'm sure, is you gotta get some of that candy, Aubrey.
Exactly, right? But you have to be pretty sneaky about it, or that
Yeah.
child is going to be angry because you gotta nab it. There's a sneakiness involved with the verb nab.
You have to go and, like, wrap I saw on Instagram a meme where someone wrapped Brussels sprouts in the truffle chocolate truffle things
Oh,
because 'cause they're
that's
about the same
funny.
size. You gotta replace it and take their chocolate.
Reseal it somehow. They would be really angry about that
It's
when they
hilarious.
open it and there's a Brussels sprout in there.
Oh, not good. Okay, coming back up to retrieve, right, you could say, "I'm gonna get the mail," and this for some reason, this verb retrieve bothers me because it makes me think of a dog, like, I just
Oh,
don't
yeah,
like
like a
the
retriever.
golden
Imagine
retriever.
saying, "I'm going to go retrieve the mail." Like, really, that's what we mean when we say, "I'm going to get the mail," but we would never say that, or at least very rarely.
Sometimes I do hear it, but it annoys me because it feel like I said, it feels too formal. It feels I do hear I don't know where I hear it, like written
Mm.
instructions. Please
Mm.
retrieve the, empty garbage cans on Tuesday morning and bring them back, but it's
Yes.
way too formal. It
Right,
just feels
instructions that were sent by, like, the city, and they're trying to sound very
yes.
professional and formal.
Right, right, but
Mhm.
I don't like it. I don't like it
That's
at all,
funny.
so what
Alright,
else?
the last one here for take is take, right? You might say, "Can
Mhm.
you get him his medicine?" And really what you mean is, "Can you take him his medicine? Can you take something to him?" We'll
Ooh,
also
I
say
like
get.
this one. Yeah, we could do a whole other episode just on this use of get. Um, can you get me my meals on Wednesday evenings because I can't drive?
Yeah.
Lots of uses
We
here
use
that
it for
mean
both bring, take, right? All of it, we'll just
yep.
say get instead.
Oh, interesting. That's another episode, Aubrey. Guys, hit follow on the
Mhm.
show because we're gonna cover these things in 2024. You don't wanna miss them. Yes.
Yeah,
What
our
else?
last one is understand or comprehend. We all often will just say I get it or I don't get it. And really what we're saying is
Yeah.
I understand or I don't understand
Yeah, I say it all the time,
all
right?
the
I
time.
get it. I get it. It's used to offer empathy,
Mhm.
right? When someone's explaining something that they're struggling with, "Oh, I totally get it."
Or
Or
just
literally
got it,
you
right? Got
comprehend.
it. Got it.
Got it.
To say, understood, understand.
Get it, got it, good. Yes.
Yeah,
Good
right,
stuff.
exactly.
Okay, Aubrey, role play time. Let's do it.
All right, let's do
Yes.
it. You are asking me for a favor in this role play.
All right. Hey, can I borrow your car for the weekend? I was gonna get my mom's, but she needs it now.
Yes, I need to get it from the shop. I took it for an oil change.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I got you a gift card and I'll fill up your gas tank.
Oh, you didn't have to do that. I get it though. I always do the same whenever I borrow someone's car.
Nice, nice. It's always good if someone does you a favor. We like to do that. Like even if someone watered our tree for us while we were gone for a week or two and we tried to get them like a bottle of wine or something. It's good to
Nice.
do those little things, you know?
Yeah, then you don't
Just
feel so bad for asking the favor, and yeah, it's just nice to
yeah.
show real appreciation. I often have to borrow a truck to deliver paintings for my brother, and
Oh.
every time I always fill the gas tank, and then sometimes I'll get him a little gift card too, and because yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
want to
really
let him
nice.
know, like, you appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly. People wanna help you if they know that you appreciate their help, for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, let's go through this. I first used the take meaning to say or you said it. You said I was going to get my mom's, meaning I was going to take my mom's car, borrow my mom's car.
Yeah.
But she
Right.
needs it, so now I'm asking to borrow yours.
Exactly, and then you said, "Yes, I need to get it from the shop." So that means retrieve it. I need to pick it up. I need to grab
Exactly.
it. Mhm.
I love that. I put retrieve here. You're like, ew, no, I'm gonna say pick
Uh,
up. I
don't
need to
like
pick
that.
it up.
I don't know why it rubs me the
Retrieve.
wrong way. I just
It
don't
is
know why.
strange. I need to retrieve it like a dog going for a
It feels like a
frisbee.
dog.
Leave retrieve for the dogs.
Yeah, leave retrieve exactly. That's my
Can't they have
philosophy.
something? Can we leave
I
nothing
know.
for the dogs?
That's so funny. And then what did I say next?
So you said, "I got you a gift card," which is saying I bought you a gift card, right? Or I picked up
Mhm.
a gift card for you, and yeah, we just say, "I got it. I got it for you."
Mhm. I got you a gift card, and then you said, "Oh, you didn't have to do that." And then you said, "I get it though." And we've talked about though here on All Ears English
Mm,
before. So check out our old episodes on that, guys. Meaning you understand, right? I get it though.
exactly.
I always do the same, right?
Exactly, and without that, though, it would kind of maybe sound a little strange, right? "I
Yeah.
understand," or "I get it." That softens it quite a bit to say "though." Yeah, check out those episodes so you can understand how to use "though."
Oh my gosh. I'm not sure if we hit all 177 uses, but we came close. It feels like we came close here.
There are a lot, right? So many phrasal verbs, so many verbs that we replace with get. I totally understand why this listener was confused.
Totally
There's
get it.
so many
Mhm.
meanings. We totally get it. Great question. Hopefully, today's tips clarified some of the ways we use get, some of the meanings for it, so you guys can use it with confidence.
Yep, we're just getting started, guys. So if
Nice.
you have other questions here around using get, and if you want us to cover other very specific uses,
Mm,
again, write your question in your review, or you can also email Aubrey, right? You can email Aubrey at allearsenglish.com. Let us know that question. We'll put it on our list, especially if it's a very specific question. Yeah.
absolutely. Yes, we love your questions. Send them in, leave us a review, and happy holidays, guys, for
Yeah. And
anyone
Aubrey,
out there celebrating.
And I also just want to mention connection here, right? Because we need the context in which we're speaking matters, right? Defaulting
Absolutely.
more to get in your everyday life, your social life parties makes sense. Whereas maybe in the business world, we're upping our game. Like I said, maybe we're looking for these other words like
Mhm.
receive, right?
Mhm.
Connection.
Exactly. It's all
Yeah.
about connection, right? You don't wanna sound too formal when that's not the situation, right? That does
Mhm.
keep you from creating those deep connections. So, yeah, keep it
Yes.
casual, keep it informal when you're chatting with friends and family and even coworkers. Often, we're actually often very informal with coworkers and colleagues.
Yeah, that's how we get to that 99% fluency and build our relationships by knowing the context and choosing the right word at the right time. We're going to get into much more of this next year, so can't wait. I'll see you soon,
Awesome.
Aubrey. Have a good
Aw
one.
see you there. Bye.
Bye.